Well, the Aztecs football team getting a week off and actually planning for the conference home opener against TCU next week will be a good thing. The Horned Frogs are probably a little upset after being a double overtime loser to SMU tonight. So that means the USC Trojans get top billing in the 6 a.m. Sportscast as they host Davidson on homecoming. First drive of Trojans, Mason Mills finds Nick Scudolati on the screen, and 46 gets 6. Later in the first, it's Mills again, the Coronado kid. Goes deep to John McGo in the end zone. A second quarter, Torero's in the red zone. Miller, Scudolati, and this is Sam as he catches the touchdown pass. Mills 16-24, 191 yards and 3 TD passes. USC wins it. The final 42-0. They're now 4-1. Well, the stadium with Sooner connection with a big impact in Oklahoma's 56-point win over Ball State. 2009 Silver Kingston final. Tony Jefferson with a career-high 3 interceptions in the game. Even more impressive, they came on 3 consecutive drives, all in the second quarter, while fellow 2009 Silver Kingston finalist Kenny Stills had 7 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown. It was on pay-per-view. I'll also show you highlights. In Fort Collins, Colorado beat Thomas. 2009 Silver Kingston finalist of Colorado State and hosting San Jose State. 2009 finals scored 3 TDs and runs for another, but his second interception with less than a minute left by Lincoln's Ronnie Yell seals the Spartans' first non-conference road win since 2002, the final 38-31. San Jose State wins it, and we finish up with Utah hosting Washington. 2008 Silver Kingston finals. Jordan Wynn would throw for a score. You see that right there, but he also loses the game after injuring his non-throwing shoulder. Utah still winless in the Pac-12. The final 31-14 Washington. Well, next week, the PPR will have all 29 games played in San Diego County, including the biggest of the bunch, undefeated Mount Miguel hosting Helix in the battle for the Claymore Sword. That will be our Big Bang Theory game of the week. And if you haven't done so yet, become a PPR Facebook fan and like your school's page. So many schools want to host the Mike Castellucci's morning pep rally. Well, they can get the Halloween edition Friday, October 28th to be exact. The school team page with the most PPR likes will not only get a visit from Mike, but the rest of the entire PPR team, maybe even Shaq will be there. And if you missed the PPR or PPR Plus, last night, Mission Bay's Nate Long played a prominent role. He was our live guest on PPR Plus, and he was also the star of our Open. Here's one more look, and you'll hear from him on his jumping ability. That is amazing. Jed, you got some serious hops.
Thank you. Just here in the studio.
So when you're in the heat of the battle, the jumping, is it something you actually plan to do?
No, sir. It just kind of happens.
I understand. You know, you're pretty vulnerable when you're up in the air like that.
Hasn't been a problem yet.
Well, man, that's the nickel tour. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, sir. I know I did.
Nate, don't do it. You don't have to do it. I didn't see that coming. I'm going to get some. Medic!
This is a split-second decision. I'm pretty sure Dylan Baxter didn't even think he was going to do this till like now. When the defender puts his head down, you really can't do much because it's either you got a person to the side off or another person to the other side off, and you can go both.
I mean, when you get up in the air, you say, well, what did I do?
Exactly.
Well, don't start the likes of Antonio Gates, Vincent Jackson, Ryan Matthews of the Chargers defense just yet on your fantasy team on Sunday. You'll have to wait until Sunday to shuffle your lineup. Jammer is doubtful. That's no good for the defense. Gates doubtful. That's no good as your tight end. Jackson probable. Ryan Matthews is probable as well, but all are nursing injuries. But Gates' plantar fasciitis, well, it's starting to get a little annoying for the Pro Bowl tight end.
Ironic because I can go out and play, do something with the toe, and then there's something that's minor as plantar fasciitis doesn't allow me to be on the football field. So to me, that's something that I will never understand because I do want to play, but I think that's what's frustrating for me is that I have something as minor as this that is not allowing me to get in the football field when I play with things, in my opinion, that was a lot, tougher to overcome.
And in case you haven't heard, the Chargers game will be blacked out on Sunday in all in Southern California. The only way to watch it is get it off the internet, which is illegal, or make a trip to Santa Barbara, El Centro, or Palm Springs, basically 75 miles out of San Diego. And it's a bummer because the Chargers are expected to put on their best performance of the season at home against the Fins.
I'm not going to. If we win them like that for the next, 13, I won't apologize once. I mean, just find a way. I mean, I think that's the best way I can sum it up is find a way to win. And Again, that's what we're going to try to do this Sunday, get number 3.
How about some junior Pee Wee action? Castlepark and taking on La Jolla, courtesy fly for the Miramar Air Show. Devin Padawa with the end around. And it looks like he's had a pretty nice little game, but look at number 31 as he cuts back. And he cuts through, and he's gone 75 yards for the score. La Jolla dominates in a 38-6 win. How about the mighty same two teams, Castlepark and La Jolla, as the Castlepark Chargers show their support for breast cancer awareness. DeMarcus Lewis scrambles in the pocket and then finds John Duncan for the 35-yard touchdown. Lewis, an equal opportunity quarterback, would find Sebastian Alvarado for the 34-yard touchdown. Castlepark with the route as they win it 38-0, and check out the sweet hair.
Defensively, we're running the offense down, and offensively, the O-line blocking really well.
Yeah, those 2 long touchdowns. You're going to probably talk about talking to the coach so you can throw more.
Yeah, that's not. I asked him, can I throw it, and then he says, yeah.
Matches really cool out here. Well, when the All Sports Report continues, the Yankees resume. We go vertical with the BMXers, and he's at the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown nutty. Coming up when the All Sports Report. Sure.